Yo, what's up? We back at it. I know I'm a little bit more comfortable than usual, but that's because I ain't gonna lie, I'm ready to go to sleep. It's about 10:30 right now, so I'm gonna post this video tomorrow, but you know, we just gonna record it now so I don't gotta do it later. Tomorrow I have a workout going on. That's mostly what I've been doing these past couple of days. That's why you haven't heard from me in a while. You know, I've been mostly in the gym, you know, trying to get fit because the summer coming up and you know your boy cannot be slacking. I've been slacking for a while, but you know, we gotta keep it consistent, you know? Like, it's just what it is. Alright, now time for the shit that you came here for. The updates. Now, y'all no, come here. You think you are? Who the fuck think you are, bro? Huh? Who you think you are? Because y'all are absolutely like insane for this, yo. I don't know how we managed to do this shit. I made the other video like 2 months ago, like a month ago, 2 months ago, but like y'all managed to get it to like, I mean, it was like 305. So like, what is that? Like 45 more views? Like, y'all insane? Like, are y'all crazy right now? Like 350 views on a song with Maj, yo. Like, this shit is too tough. Like, I don't even know how to think, yo. I really don't. All I can say is over the screen, but I really want to appreciate y'all. Like, I don't know if anybody, like, that follows, that subscribe to me, actually listen to my music. But if you are, then I gladly thank you. Now, shout out to one of my top supporters. Oh, this is going to sound kind of controversial. The account name is Donald Trump. Although I don't think it's the actual Donald Trump, though. If it is, what the fuck you doing listening to my music? I didn't think that I was your type. But, you know, he definitely played a big role in my, like, skyrocketing into that song. He has over 50 plays alone. And I don't know if he's trolling or something, but, like, I guess he really likes the song. Because I'm the same way with the type of songs I listen to on SoundCloud. I don't just like a song just because. I actually like the song so I can listen to them later. Like, I got a couple songs off the top of my head, like, Pocket Watching by Coach Ice, or Fina by Kotix, or what's another one? Pretty Crazy Bitch by Salem. So there's a whole lot that I listen to on the daily. Just go on my likes just to listen to those artists. But like over 50 times? Like, that's amazing. That's crazy, yo. Like, I don't understand. Like, he's the one that managed to get it up to 305 in the first place. Like, he played it like 60 times, somewhere around that. And that's what made it like get to 305, 300 likes or 300 views. But when it actually got to like it's almost at 400. Like, we're at 350. I don't even know how that's possible. Like, that's insane to me. That's really crazy. Like, if anything, I wanted one of my songs, one of my collabs with Salem to actually go crazy, which is Entity, but he would like to go by the name Salem now, or Shalem, so I'll call him that. He wanted to like, we wanted that song to go hot, go viral. Cause it's like kind of like a X and Ski type flow, like it's back and forth, like, you know, the song Freddie and Jason. That's what it was kind of going for, like back and forth. I was actually in this seat recording it while he was yelling from that side, like, "Yo, shut the fuck up!" Or we just, that was like the intro, and we just came off from there. So we started rapping. Like, it was just insane. It was so funny. We was just trolling, but it actually came out to be a really, really, really good song. And yeah, that was one of the songs that I really like hope went viral. But I think it got like 207, 210 views, somewhere around there. Speaking of that, speaking of views, you know, besides the 3 or 50 mark, whatever, why is Green Fuck Nigga trending on my SoundCloud page? I don't get that. Like, it was made as a troll. Like, it was supposed to be because of the trend. For some reason, that's on my popular tracks. Like, I would get that with that up, but like, it's whatever. I thank y'all for that too. You know, it's about 8 views lower than my one of my serious real uploads caliber. So, you know, it's a little, you know, overwhelming that y'all like went crazy for that one. But I appreciate it. I really, really do. Speaking of working out, I've been drinking a lot of protein shakes, like Protein Premier or Premier Protein. This isn't a sponsor or anything, although, come on, hit your boy desperate. Come on, please, please. All right, anyway, back to the actual shit. So, like I said, I've been kind of off track with the uploads, you know. I post every once in a while, but I'll be a little more consistent with it because I know that I actually have people out there that are watching my stuff. So, that's understandable, and I will, like, consider that. Although I am going to trade school soon. So, stuff like that, besides working out, also coming up. I did have this thing last weekend where it was involved me actually going to the trade school, so it was a little bit harder to like upload or record a video and then like edit it because I had a lot more stuff going on, especially with the trade school. But when I actually go to trade school, I know I'm not gonna be able to like post as much. I'll try, I definitely will, but I'll be caught up with assignments, building things like working out, stuff like that. And I also want to involve myself in a sport in trade school. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to do as much as I want to on this channel. But I will try to put out as much stuff as possible, including with my music. I plan to bring my recording equipment with me so I can continue or pursue my career even more in trade school. Because I'll be more growing up, therefore I'll be rapping about more things and like influential things that'll impact like my listeners. So I hope that'll like play a better role. With that being said, I also have a new upload. Well, new song, kind of not that new, but like it's kind of. Pretty sure y'all seen it on the screenshot that I just showed, but it's called Loophole. It is also a song from the Vault. I think I mentioned this in my last video, but I'm gonna mention it again. It's a song from my Vault. Entity told me to post it. Salem told me to post it, so I did. Of course, I had to, you know, bring it back to my like kind of not the flow, because I didn't change a lot of the flow, but like bring it back to my like critique of how I do things now, because that song is from like a year and a half ago, so I needed to like make it better in that way. Yeah, that's Loophole. I'm gonna play a little clip for you right here, a little snippet. There you go. Now everybody your brother. Tell shit. Some niggas wanna see you fail. Some niggas wanna see you fall. Gotta choose which ones. Tell shit. So that's Loophole. Now, wait. The fuck am I talking about? I definitely mentioned this inside the last video that I was talking about, so I don't know why I even tried to. You know what? Next topic. Never mind. Beats. Now, I've been talking to this producer named Slowpoke. I also need to email him to make sure that, you know, we're both on the same page about this stuff, because I don't want him to hit me with any last minute fees. But it's a producer that hit me up. He actually makes some really good stuff, and his Dropbox was available to me. He like linked it to me, he emailed it to me, so I actually looked at the stuff that he sent me, and bro, when I tell you, this shit was absolutely insane. Like, I'm trying to think, like I haven't posted anything that I recorded off of it yet, but like, yo, these shit is tough. I'm not gonna show nothing, I'm not gonna like expose nothing, but like half of those beats are gonna be in my like album, yo. I'm trying to put like 10 songs on the album. Like I said, I'm not gonna be doing that much in trade school. Like I'm not gonna be posting as much in trade school, so I'll try to like my goal is to put a summer album out so that can pop off and before I go. So like, you know. But yeah, I plan to have like at least 10 songs on that album. So it's not gonna be like an EP like I usually do, because I be saying that the last songs, like the last things that I posted were like albums and shit, but them Jones only got like 4 or 5 songs on it. That's a fucking EP. So like it'll at least have 10 songs on it. One song that I'm working on is called Legacy. Another one is called Grow. So, you know, we're just gonna go off of that. But the actual album is gonna be called Unbalanced. I might call it Unbalanced Therapy, but we were just gonna call it Unbalanced Legacy, because, you know, my legacy is kind of unbalanced. You know, it's kind of tilted. It's kind of, you know, it's not a definite stretch of where my legacy is gonna be in the next 10 years. You know, of course, I would like to be very successful in the music industry in 10 years. That's a very long time, but there's no promises. Anything could happen. So, with that being said, I don't know like a due date for this album. I'm gonna say way before, like we're gonna do it before August. It's a guarantee, because I'm gonna be starting trade school in August, so I wouldn't have time to post all those songs. But I also do want to have it on multiple platforms. I do have an Apple Music account, although I don't know how to put my songs on Apple Music. Like I do know how to, like with United Masters and stuff, but with that stuff to distribute onto my United Masters, like I need to have an artist account on Apple Music, which I have no idea how to do. And those YouTube videos are not really helping, so, you know, if you know how to do that, please let me know. But Spotify, I do need to post on Spotify. That is the most definite thing that I plan on doing, but I don't have the money for it now. So when I get the money for that type of stuff, I definitely will be adding on, you know, certain tracks on Spotify, because those actually need to be exposed in order to post, like, in order to like diverse my music, I would say. Cause I like, in order, like, like those little, on your story when you get to post a song, put a little clip of the song, like 15 seconds of the song, those are off Spotify. So I need to put I need to put my songs on Spotify so that people can listen to my music off of their story or off of my story. I could like post a picture with like a little bar that I wrote in my song. So something like that. Speaking of that, people lately got the audacity to skip your story when you know damn well you picked that song for a reason. Like, if I posted a song and you not gonna listen to it, come on, bro. What is going on? Like, I posted a picture of me and my sister. And the song in the background is called Come Through by Drake. It matches so perfect. Like, mwah, chef's kiss. It's amazing. It goes magnifico. Like, come on. It goes so good together. And same thing with like posting on your story regularly. But you gonna listen to this 15 seconds. Cause I wanted more time, but you gonna listen to this 15 seconds. Stamp. Speaking of that, I do wanna go on the topic of making the type of music that I make. Now, I was kinda like, I wanna say backlash. If anything, I feel like my fan bases grew more, but the plays haven't. Like, when I used to post stuff like Sound Off, with like the headphones like towards here, I had like 74 views on that. Or like I'm Back, 74 views on that. Couple likes, not really worried about that. More worried about the exposure. But, like stuff like that, people actually loved. Like, that's the reason why I got into the music industry. I was trying to be like X and Ski. And that's not why I have dreads. Don't even try to play that role, I just didn't feel like always. I still want to have dreads. I just didn't feel like always taking care of my hair, Like, I maintain it, yes. I just don't like, the whole point of having locks is not to like, so you don't have to do much with your hair, You can do styles, you can do whatever you want, but like, it's not much for need much care because it's already locked together. But I was trying to go off that dynamic, Start off SoundCloud, grow from there. And it's slowly working. Like, people are hitting me up, artists are like, letting me know about their stuff. So, it really is tough that it's working. But it still comes out though, like, why are you switching it up now? Like, where did this inspirational, motivational unbalance come from? Like, I don't know anything about this, Kai. Like, what are you doing? This is originally why I started music. I know I literally just said that I started music because of Ed, so that's kind of like what the fuck? Like, what are you talking about? But like, this is the reason why I started music. I wanted people to like see a message through a screen. Like, when I listen to music, like, one of my favorite artists is A Boogie. So when I listen to music, it's a reason by listening to it. It's like, whoa, he's speaking some real shit. Or, oh, he going exactly what I'm going through. How did he get through it? How did he push through it? How did he excel from this burden? And how do I do the same? I want a message behind my music. I want a legacy. That's why I have a song called Legacy in my album, because I want to build a legacy. I want people to remember me when I'm gone. I want a fan base. I don't want to just get popular when I die. I don't want that. I want somebody to remember me while I'm gone. For example, we all know when Drake dies, we all gonna remember that nigga. Whether it's hateful, inspirational, like neglectful, like fuck him, or I loved him, or like I knew him, I met him. We're all gonna absolutely remember him. It's no doubt in my mind that will happen. Like, there's no way, no absolute way. Overseas, they will complain about Drake dying. Like, there's absolutely no doubt in my mind. Possibly his song will carry on his legacy, but he's still gonna have his legacy of his own. Drake has his own mainstream name, so that's like, of course, that's the kind of legacy I want. I want people to remember me. Although I do have people playing my songs overseas, and I really hope that they do know, like, when I do pass, and I hope that they are still listening to my songs, because I still see the American flag like over like my stuff, man. So I hope that it actually does impact like people overseas or people across the country, stuff like that. But like, that's where it's coming from. It's coming from like my heart. That's where I originally came music from. Like, I used to listen to artists like J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar. They got their own shit going on right now, but I still like those two artists like alone. I understand where they come from. Like, I understand like the metaphors and stuff, because coming from an artist's perspective, you understand an artist. I don't know if that makes sense, but like being an artist, I understand an artist's perspective. That's a better example of saying it. I understand where they're coming from. I understand what they're saying because it's better to express yourself through metaphors. And although it's harder for certain people to get, it's still easier to grasp once you actually understand. You're like, whoa, he was right about that. It's kind of like the saying, there's plenty of fish in the sea. Although it's a fucked up thing to say, you still like, damn, you're right. There's like 4.3 billion women in the world. I'm about to let this one woman ruin my whole perspective of all these women in the world? Like, no, that's insane. That's crazy. You have to be open minded. You have to think for yourself. You can't let some past experience ruin or impact your entire life. You have to live. You have to want to be. Although, if you're not in America, this doesn't apply to you. This is a free country. You're meant to do free things within the jurisdiction, within the law. But this is a free country. You want to do things on like, you want to do free things. Do everything that you can do to build a legacy, which is what I want to do. Although all people don't think like this, I think that it's a very powerful thing to think, because who would want to not be remembered? Some people are really satisfied with living basic lives, which is fine. That's absolutely fine. If you want to be in the average category, that is completely fine. Not against me at all. Although I'm not going to say I grew up in poverty, because that's not the case.
I mention this because usually people in poverty want a legacy and want to get famous.
Completely. About 6 out of 7, out of 10, somewhere around that, I'm gonna say. Because I didn't grow up with the most money, but my mom did make sure that I was well taken care of, extremely well taken care of, and she was extremely supportive about my music. So when I say that my music has a powerful message behind it, including poverty, heartbreak, and whatever the fact may be, building a legacy, it comes from the heart, because I've been through those things. It actually does build character. It builds character in the listener, it builds character in the artist, and it also builds character in the mainstream business, in the music industry, which is why I actually pursued this career. But the reason why I want to go to trade school and do carpentry is because I need something to fall back on. Although I want to be in the music industry, it is very hard to make it in the music industry, and I know that. So I also need to make sure that I have a fallback plan or a backup plan to actually pursue this. If anything, this was my backup plan. My mom told me that I actually needed something reasonable in order to be like this. Like, you really gonna live in the basement for the rest of your life and, like, just record off your laptop, or in the case I was recording off my phone. You really just wanna record off your phone, like, be miserable? Like, seeing it back then, it's like, she was being fucked up. Like, why would you even say that, Mom? That's messed up. But like, looking back at it, I'm like, wow. Like, that's why you grow up, because you get stuff like that. Like, wow, she was really right. Like, not even just the backlash of living in your mom's basement. It's like the fact you want to be you want to be in this moment for the rest of your life. You don't want your own freedom. You don't want your own space. Although this is my own space, it's a whole floor to myself. But it's still surrounded by certain rules that, I feel like I can make myself. Like, I want my own house. I want my own apartment. I want my own family, stuff like that. And I cannot build that if I'm stuck in this house as an older brother, just alone and suffocating inside this one space. I need my own everything, if anything, because I need to grow up. I'm already growing up. Time does not stop for anybody. I need to make sure that I am doing the right thing for me. And my mom made sure of that. And I thank her for that, for bringing that to my attention, because she is completely right. I should not be riding away in this house, and I should not be just waiting for something to happen in the music industry, waiting for a song to pop off, spark like that. It's not gonna happen. That's not how it works. Although people do get accidentally famous based off like trash songs, it still is like it's not realistic. Like, I purposely put out music to get famous, like, to for people to listen to it, for it to start popping off. Like, I actually do that on purpose, but that's not always going to be the case, and I can't like depend on that solely. I can't solely depend on that, like, that clout dynamic, because I don't have, that type of, not only that type of fan base, but that type of attention. Like, it's not gonna happen just like that. It's not gonna happen. So We're about 11 minutes into this, or as far as I'm recording, I think so. But yeah, that's all. I'm posting this tomorrow. I'm gonna edit it tonight, see how it turns out. But that's it, y'all. Like, thank y'all so much. Like, I'm black, so you can't see me blushing, but like, I am so happy that this was like even like a thing. Like, although the album is like 2 years old, that doesn't make a difference. It's just like, it's still a blessing. Like, this even happened. 350 views. I would never thought any song would have gotten that successful at the age of 18. Like, I'm only 18 years old making songs like this, and it's like, it's amazing. Like, it's really a blessing for real. Thank you so much.